Pastor Kip here. When I was a kid, my family and I went on a vacation out in the West and see the Grand Canyon and Mount Rushmore. We stayed out there for a couple of weeks. And one place we went was in Cannon City, Colorado, to what is known as the Royal Gorge. And the Royal Gorge is what it says. It's this huge gorge, and over it is built this bridge. It's about 950 feet high, and the bridge goes from one side to the other. It's quite a distance, and the bridge is made of wood slats walking across. Now, it's not a swinging bridge, but it is quite intimidating. And I remember as a family, we got there and got our tickets, and they have a little amusement park there with it, and gift shop and things like that. It's probably even grown now to more activities and fun things to do. But in those days, the big deal was to walk across the bridge and to look down at the gorge. And of course, the scenery is just mind-boggling and mind-blowing. But you're standing there looking at this bridge, this long bridge, and you're going to start walking across it. And even though others are ahead of you and some are coming one way and going another, you're looking at them, is this really what I want to do? And I remember being so unsure about it. And you can feel yourself tense and tight and thinking, is this really what I want to do? And I just wasn't sure. And then when you look out and you see that the bridge is wooden, at least the part you're walking on, and even though it's suspended well and it's been engineered correctly, and as far as I know, there's never been an accident where the bridge collapsed, but still you can imagine the uncertainty of standing at this bridge and getting ready to walk across. I just wasn't sure that everything was going to be okay. And even holding to my mother's hand and my father's hand, and we're getting ready to walk across and have this fun, memorable experience. Obviously, I haven't forgotten it. Each step you take, you're a little stronger, and then you might take two steps backwards and you're a little weak. And then when you look over the side, you get that feeling inside of I'm so high up and that's so far down. Just not quite sure about the next step I want to take. But we did cross it, and I'm glad I did it. And then once you got to the other side, you turn around and come back. And coming back was even a little better because with each step, you're a little more sure, you're a little more confident, and you realize that everything's going to be okay. Something stronger is holding you. And there are those around you that are assuring you that everything is going to be okay. Last Sunday, I began my summer sermon series entitled Hymns My Mama Taught Me and What They Say About Our Faith. And we began with one of my favorites called How Can I Keep from Singing? And each of these Sundays throughout the summer, we're going to present the particular hymn we're focused on in a different way with soloists and ensembles and choirs. This coming Sunday, we will turn our attention to a hymn, a much beloved hymn entitled Blessed Assurance. And what blessed assurance is really all about is that assurance of God's love. And yet sometimes we're like I was at the bridge. I just wasn't sure about these steps that I was taking. I just wasn't confident that this was the right thing to do. And blessed assurance raises this question: how can we be sure of God's love in our life? How can we be sure that the steps we're taking in life, that God is with us each step that we take? This coming Sunday, we'll focus on blessed assurance. And I want to talk to you about how we've become more sure about God's love for us and about the ways in which we live out our Christian faith. I hope you'll join me this Sunday for blessed assurance. Bring a friend and family member with you, and let's continue to have a great summer. We've gotten it off to a wonderful start. Vacation Bible School is coming up the last week of this month of June. So many exciting things to be involved in. And I'm excited about being more sure that I'm standing on solid ground, the solid ground of God's love. And the great chasms and gorges of life that seem so perplexing sometimes and even scary, we can cross them with God's help and God's care. That's blessed assurance. And that's what we'll be talking about this coming Sunday. Tonight is the fifth session of the Institute of Religious Studies. We've been focusing on the Dead Sea Scrolls. There are 2 sessions left, and I look forward to seeing you there. So many people have been attending and been faithful and involved. Good questions and good discussion. If you haven't made it yet and you want to join us for these final 2 sessions, I'd love to have you. We have room for you, and study guides will be available for everybody that will be in attendance tonight. So Mark your calendar and get in on these final 2 sessions of the mystery of the Dead Sea Scrolls. I look forward to seeing you tonight at 6 p.m. in the fellowship hall on the lower level here at First Presbyterian Church. Either tonight or Sunday or the weeks that are to come, I look forward to seeing you. And more importantly, I'm looking forward to all that God has for us together. I'll see you soon. God bless you.